Hi everyone, today we are talking about inclusion. What is inclusion, why it's important, and some theories and concepts behind inclusion. First, what is inclusion? Inclusive learning is about recognizing that each one of the learners is different from others and should not be excluded for any reason from achieving their learning target. So teaching and learning sessions should be planned to enable all learners to achieve their targets. Nobody is excluded. Why it's important? Inclusion promotes equal opportunities by promoting that all students, whatever the background, whatever difficulties they have, whatever disability they have, all of them can achieve their learning target and not excluded, and they will be encouraged to get the best of their ability and achieve what they want. And also the concept of inclusion promotes and encourages diversity and acceptance in the society. There are theories and concepts behind inclusion. One of them is the social model of disability versus the medical model. The medical model of disability views disability as individual problem of the person with disability, but the social model views the disability that the society has a responsibility to remove all the barriers that persons with disability are facing so they can achieve their learning target and they can get the best education possible for them. There is also the theory of social constructivism by Vygotsky. Vygotsky mentioned that students are learning from interaction with their peers and with their teachers, and he talked about the concept of zone of proximal development or ZDB, which is a gap between what learner can achieve individually and what they can achieve with support. So support will help learners or students to be better and achieve better targets of education. There is also a concept of growth mindset, which we will talk about in more details. The concept of growth mindsets was introduced by the American professor of psychology, Carol Dweck. Dweck said that people can be placed into two categories. One with fixed mindsets. They believe that their intelligence is fixed, cannot be improved, cannot be developed. But there is another group called people with growth mindsets. They believe that their intelligence can be developed, can be improved by hard work and by applying different ways to overcome any problem. Dweck said that educators should promote the concept of growth mindsets and ask students to welcome challenges and welcome any problems they have and think that they can overcome these challenges, they can overcome all these problems by hard work, by trying. This concept of growth mindset is very important for students with difficulties or with disability, because they are facing extra problems or extra challenges. So according to Dweck, they have, or learners should encourage them to accept challenges and do hard work, do their best to overcome them. In this context, Dweck also promoted the concept of not yet. Not yet, a nice concept, which means that if you are, for students, if they are facing problems or challenges to achieve the target they want, it doesn't mean that this target is finished or they will never achieve. Doesn't mean that. It means that they are not yet. They are on the path. They are still trying, they are on the path, even if there are problems, even if there are challenges, but they are there, they not yet achieving what they want, but they are on the path. And also, Dweck criticized the concept of contingent self-worthiness, which means that learners or students are worthy when they are succeeding and unworthy when they are not. And instead of that, Dweck encourages educators and teachers to focus on hard work, to praise hard work, to praise the effort, not the result. And in the same time, provide learners with strategies to overcome problems. And this is, as I mentioned, very important for students with difficulties and disability. I applied these concepts and all these concepts and theories of inclusion when I was teaching students digital skills, functional digital skills. Some of them have problems because they never study before digital skills. Some of them, they don't have English as a first language, so they struggle with the language as well. Some of them also, they think they will never achieve anything in digital because it's not their field. They are not young, as young generation. I insisted that they must try. I praised hard work and praised the effort. I asked the faster learners to help or support slower learners to work in groups of 3 or 2 to support each other, according to Vygotsky. I also use a strategy of dividing hard work or difficult concepts into small steps or into categories. By doing all this, they achieve their targets and they learn the basic concept of digital skills. The idea of growth mindset proved to be very successful and very important from my experience. Thank you very much.